Listen up. There is something about her that cannot be named, yet it is felt. It is not just in the way she moves, but in the air that shifts when she enters a room. It is not arrogance. It is not a performance. It is simply presence. An undeniable force that lingers in the silence, in the space between words, in the way people instinctively listen when she speaks. She does not demand attention, she does not seek to be seen, and yet she is. It is not beauty, though she may be beautiful. It is not charm, though she may have plenty of it. It is something deeper, something rare, something that cannot be borrowed or stolen. It is the weight of knowing. Knowing who she is, knowing who she is not, and knowing that she needs no permission to exist fully in the space she occupies. There is favor upon her, but favor does not mean ease. The world often mistakes divine blessing for a life without difficulty, but the opposite is true. She is tested more, stretched further, made to endure what would cause others to fall apart, not because she is cursed, but because she is chosen. And those who are chosen are not given soft roads. They are given paths that demand strength, resilience, and unwavering faith. You will see it in her eyes if you look closely enough. There is a depth there, a quiet understanding that speaks of battles fought in silence, victories won in the shadows. She has been through storms that should have consumed her, and yet here she stands, unshaken, not because the storm was weak, but because she refused to be broken by it. Her journey is not one of comfort, it is one of fire. It is the kind of path that burns away the unnecessary, that forces her to face herself again and again until there is nothing left but the truest version of who she was always meant to be. People see her strength and call it effortless. They see her grace and think it was given, not earned. But what they do not see is the weight she carries. The nights she has walked alone, the moments where she had nothing but faith to hold on to. They do not see the hands that once trembled, the knees that once buckled, the breath that once came in ragged gasps as she fought to keep going. But she kept going, because she knows something that others do not. She knows that the fire does not come to destroy, it comes to refine. It comes to strip away everything that is not meant to stay, to purify, to strengthen. Every trial, every hardship, every loss was not meant to weaken her, but to prepare her. And so, she does not curse the fire. She walks through it, knowing that on the other side she will emerge sharper, stronger, and utterly unstoppable. There is something about a woman who has walked through fire and survived. Something in her posture, in her voice, in the way she carries herself. She does not shrink. She does not seek to please. She does not apologize for taking up space. She is no longer afraid of what others think, because she has faced greater fears and conquered them all. There is power in her silence. There is wisdom in her stillness. And there is a fire in her soul that cannot be extinguished, no matter how many times the world tries. So, when she speaks, listen, not because she asks you to, but because something in you will feel compelled to. When she moves, watch. Not because she performs, but because there is something mesmerizing about a woman who knows exactly who she is. She is favored, but favor does not mean easy. Favor does not mean comfortable. It means being set apart. It means being tested. It means walking roads that others avoid, carrying weights that others refuse, facing challenges that would make others quit. And yet, she does not quit, because she knows She knows that the trials are not there to destroy her, they are there to reveal her. She does not ask for permission. She does not wait for validation. She does not seek approval from a world that does not define her, because she knows in a way that is not taught but felt, in a way that is not spoken but understood. She is already chosen. It is not arrogance, it is not defiance, it is certainty. A quiet, unwavering certainty that rests in the marrow of her bones. She does not move according to the expectations of others. She does not shift to fit into spaces too small for her spirit. She walks a path carved not by the hands of men, but by something far greater. And so, she moves with purpose, with clarity, with a presence that needs no explanation. People will question her. They always do. They will ask, who does she think she is? They will mistake her confidence for audacity, her grace for ease, her strength for something given rather than earned. They will try to put her in a box, try to name her, claim her, tame her. But she does not belong to them. She never did. She has been chosen, not in a way that brings comfort, but in a way that demands sacrifice, not in a way that shields her from struggle, but in a way that requires it. She has been given a weight that others do not carry, battles that others do not face. She has been tested in silence, in solitude, in the kind of darkness that few can endure. But she endured, not because she was unshaken, not because she was fearless, but because she refused to let the fire consume her. Her challenges are not proof of her weakness. They are the revelation of her strength. You see, strength is not something you claim. It is something uncovered. It is not in the absence of hardship, but in the way you rise from it. The world will look at her and see resilience, but they do not see what came before it. They do not see the moments she doubted, the nights she questioned, the times she stood on the edge of giving up. They do not see the weight of the burdens she carries, only the ease with which she seems to hold them. But she knows what it took to become the woman she is now. She knows what had to be lost, what had to be learned, what had to be endured. And most of all, she knows that every battle was necessary. Not one was wasted, not one was in vain. The world tells you that strength is loud, that it is something you must prove. But she knows better. She knows that true strength does not beg to be noticed. It is quiet. It is steady. It does not need to be declared because it is simply known. And it is known because it has been tested. She does not crumble under pressure. She does not shrink in the face of opposition. She does not allow the weight of the world to break her because she has already faced the worst and come out standing. And that is why she moves the way she does. With a certainty that does not waver, with a presence that does not beg, with a strength that does not need to be announced. She is not who she is because life was kind to her. She is who she is because life tested her and she proved herself worthy. So she does not chase approval. She does not ask for acceptance. She does not wait for someone to recognize what she already knows to be true, because she is chosen. And when you are chosen, you do not need permission to exist, to rise, to become everything you were meant to be. She has walked through the fire, and now she carries it within her. There is a calm about her, an unshaken stillness that lingers even in the middle of chaos. It is not the kind of peace that comes from ease, nor is it the fragile quiet that crumbles at the first sign of trouble. No, this is something else entirely, something deeper, something unshakable. She holds a peace that surpasses understanding. It is in her eyes, in the way she moves, in the way she listens before she speaks. It is in the way she does not flinch when storms rise, in the way she does not break when the world turns against her. Others wonder how. They wonder why she does not react the way they would, why she does not seek revenge, why she does not let anger consume her, why she does not allow the weight of betrayal to make her bitter. But they do not know what she knows. She knows that peace is not the absence of struggle. It is not the avoidance of conflict. It is not something given freely. It is something fought for, something earned, something held onto when everything around her tries to take it away. She has seen what happens to those who allow bitterness to take root. She has seen how it poisons, how it twists, how it turns strength into rage and wisdom into resentment. She has seen how people chain themselves to their past, unable to move forward because they are still gripping the wounds that should have healed long ago. But she is different. She has chosen a different weapon: forgiveness. Not because it is easy, not because the pain did not matter, not because she has forgotten, but because she refuses to let anything, any person, any betrayal, any moment of suffering have power over her future. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is not surrender. It is not letting them win. It is setting herself free. It is walking forward without dragging the weight of the past behind her. It is breaking the chains before they have the chance to tighten around her soul. The world does not understand this kind of strength. They think power is in the fight, in the retaliation, in making sure those who hurt her feel her wrath. But true power is in knowing she does not need to do any of that. She does not need to lower herself. She does not need to waste her energy proving anything to those who will never see her worth. She is already free, and that is why she is at peace, because no one controls her, no one owns her emotions, no one dictates how she moves, how she loves, how she continues forward. She walks with the kind of confidence that only comes from someone who has nothing to prove. She is steady, not because life has been kind to her, but because she has made the choice, again and again, to not be destroyed by it. She will not carry hatred. She will not hold on to anger. She will not let the past poison the future she is walking into. She is a woman who forgives not because she is weak, but because she is strong enough to know that nothing and no one is worth her peace. There is something different about her. It is not just in the way she moves, nor in the way she speaks, but in the way she makes you feel. There is depth in her presence, a weight in her words. She does not speak carelessly, nor does she love lightly. When she gives fully. When she loves with a force that lingers long after she is gone. Her love is not ordinary. It is not fleeting, not shallow, not something that can be tossed aside or forgotten. It is the kind of love that changes people. It builds, it strengthens, it shapes. It does not beg to be noticed, but it is felt in every quiet act, in every moment of grace, in every time she chooses to see the good when others only see the worst. She does not love because it is easy. She loves because it is who she is. Even when she has every reason to close herself off, to withhold, to harden, she does not. Even when the world has tried to teach her otherwise, when it has given her every excuse to stop caring, to stop feeling, to stop giving, she refuses, because she knows her love is not weakness, it is strength. She does not waste words. When she speaks, she means it. When she gives advice, it is not empty. When she encourages, it is not for show. Her words hold power because they come from a place of knowing, a place of experience, of struggle, of wisdom earned the hard way. There is no need for exaggeration, no need for empty promises. Her words carry weight because they are true. But it is not just her words, it is what she does. She is a woman of action. She does not wait for the world to give her permission. She does not ask for approval. She moves with intention, with purpose. Every step forward is deliberate, every choice made with meaning. She does not waste time proving herself to those who will never understand her worth. She simply becomes. And that is why they try to hold her down, because she does not fit where they want her to, because she is not easily controlled, because she will not shrink herself to make others comfortable. The world does not know what to do with a woman who refuses to be small. It will call her too much, too strong, too intense. It will try to convince her that she should quiet herself, that she should soften, that she should settle. But she does not. She rises. Again and again she rises. They can push her down, try to silence her, try to take what is hers, but they will never break her. She has already been through too much to let the world define her now. She has already seen what she is capable of, already fought battles that no one else could fight for her. She has already learned that the only way forward is up. So she rises, not because it is easy, not because she is fearless, but because she has no other choice. She was never meant to stay down. She was never meant to live quietly. She was never meant to be anything less than everything she was created to be. And no matter how many times the world tries to hold her back, no matter how many times life knocks her down, she will stand, she will rise, she will become, because that is who she is. She does not live for herself alone, she never has. There is something greater that moves through her, something deeper than ambition, stronger than mere will. It is not just about what she wants, it is about what she was called to do, about the purpose that was woven into her long before the world even noticed her presence. She stands for something greater than herself. It is in the way she carries herself, in the way she speaks, in the way she walks into a room with a quiet authority that does not demand attention but commands it all the same. She is not loud, nor does she seek to be. Her power is not in volume, it is in certainty, in knowing why she is here, in knowing that her life is not an accident, in knowing that she has been placed exactly where she needs to be for reasons beyond what anyone else can see. This world has tried to make her forget that. It has tried to shrink her, to mold her into something smaller, something more palatable. It has tried to convince her that she is just like everyone else, that she must play by its rules, that she must fit within the limits it sets. But she cannot, because she was never meant to. She was never meant to blend in, to follow paths already walked, to seek approval from those who do not understand the fire in her spirit. She was never meant to be ordinary, to move through life quietly, to settle for less than the weight of her calling. And so she does not. She stands, even when it is difficult, even when she stands alone, even when the world does not understand why she fights so hard, why she believes so deeply, why she refuses to bend beneath the weight of doubt and fear. She stands because she knows that there is something resting upon her, something placed within her that no force on this earth can take away. Fazer, it is not something she earned. It is not something that can be stolen. It does not depend on circumstance, on status, on whether others recognize it or not. It simply is. It is written into her being, stitched into the very fabric of her existence. And that is why the world tries so hard to shake her, because it cannot take what she has been given. It can try. It can send trials, losses, betrayals. It can try to wear her down, to make her question herself, to make her believe that she is nothing more than flesh and bone. But she knows better. She knows that no setback, no failure, no moment of weakness can strip her of what is already hers. She knows that even when she is at her lowest, even when the weight of the world presses down upon her shoulders, she is still favored. She is still chosen. She is still exactly who she was meant to be. The world does not understand this kind of resilience. It expects her to crumble, to surrender, to let go of the fire that drives her forward. But she does not, because her strength is not her own. Her purpose is not just about her. She carries something greater. And so she rises, she endures, she moves forward with the kind of unwavering certainty that comes only from knowing that she does not walk alone. She stands not because it is easy, not because she is fearless, but because she was made to. And nothing in this world can take that away.